Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons taking on the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Demon Deacons will put toe to leather and will get started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. He's looking for an open man on second down. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up third down.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinal! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Wake Forest's offense will get the ball for the first time. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
We always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than it came like this. When you've got 2 studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football.
Got a lot of running room. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Number 17, on to punt it away.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. The inside handoff. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Soft spot in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Arizona took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Wildcats that fired on all cylinders. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They want to just keep throwing it. Makes his connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Demon Deacons have taken it inside the 20. On second down, wants to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They'll try to get it through the air. Fakes his man out. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to pass. Trying to get to it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wake!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And here comes the offense on second down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Palo Alto. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Brings up 4th down.
Fair catch called for and made. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that Get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Right back to the well. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Sampson. Turns it on in midfield. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Dialing up a second down pass play. He's got his man. Tackle is made after the first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Line getting set on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. A first down run in the red zone. Oh, the 360. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They go 83 yards on the drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw it again. Coming after it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Kane. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He's looking to throw. It's on target and complete. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. It's complete. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Kane. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you string together positive plays.